Hey folks, I'm excited to see those of you Sunday morning who I didn't get to see on Sunday evening at the Ice Cream Social or on Wednesday evening during our Bible study and fellowship time. And so I hope to see you Sunday morning because we're going to begin a new sermon series through the Ten Commandments as we look at Exodus chapter 20 and God's commandments that he gave to Moses to give to the people of Israel. And then how do those commandments apply to us today? What is their value, their importance for us? And we know, of course, that Jesus fulfilled those commandments perfectly. He fulfilled all of God's law perfectly. He did what you and I couldn't do. So then what is the application for us now when we consider the law of God and we consider these commandments that are typically well known even outside of Christianity and yet so often difficult for us to follow? So we're going to begin this series on Sunday morning looking at the first three verses of Exodus chapter 20 and talking about the command to have no other gods. It's really the foundational command. It's what sets forth everything that comes after it. There's only one God. And so let's not have any other gods. Let's not pursue our identity and our satisfaction elsewhere, but let's pursue it in Him and in Him alone. And so I'm going to challenge you on Sunday morning as we look at those first few verses of Exodus chapter 20 and look at some corresponding passages like in Matthew 22 and Mark chapter 12, to love God more than anything else. Put Him first in your life. How do we do that? What does that mean? How does that play itself out in the way that we live? And so we're going to talk about a couple reasons to have no other gods as we see in Exodus 20 and then as we see applied in and through the words of Jesus in the New Testament. So let's be here Sunday morning. Let's gather at 9 o'clock for our prayer gathering, 9:30 for our family groups for all ages, that Sunday school hour, and then at 10:40 for our worship celebration. Looking forward to that time of worship with you, that time of fellowship with you. Spread the word, and let's begin to really think through those commandments of God and how even though we can't do them perfectly, we are to pursue that righteousness and trust the work of Jesus in our lives and the work of His Spirit to change us and equip us and enable us to follow God with all of our hearts.